Hi, this is Keelin Alsobrooks, speech 106, fall 2010, Miss White. My topic is organ donation. My specific purpose is to persuade those in attendance to donate their organs and tissues upon death to enact their decision to donate. Organ donation is a growing need, and the act has been streamlined in order to ensure the ease of the process for the family and all those involved. With life and death literally hanging in the balance, wouldn't you have a profound appreciation for those who have so graciously donated their organs in order to promote the well-being of those who live on after them? A friend of mine who works in an emergency room once told me a story he will never forget. A young lady had been involved in a motor vehicle accident and among other injuries had suffered a life-threatening laceration of her liver. With death only moments away, the doctor told me the look of sheer devastation on her face as she became aware of her fate. While the staff was doing all they could to force all the blood, fluids, drugs, and anything else they could to reverse the shock which had set in, were hovering around the bed, a phone rang in the background. Turns out the very night in ICU, a victim of a gunshot wound was found to be brain dead, and miraculously enough was histocompatible with this particular patient in need of a new liver. She was prepared for surgery immediately and was ultimately saved by the posthumous yet selfless actions of a liver by the donor. Truth is, this incident was one in a million. Most situations like the one I've just described do not end so well. Organ donations are sparse, and the number needed to continue to rise. I know for a fact that I am willing to provide for others the parts of my body I no longer need after death to help those in need. How about you? I want to talk to you today about the steps you can take to ensure you can give the gift of life and make a difference to others. I'll start things off by discussing the need for organ donors. People from all around the world, also right here in Alabama, Georgia, and Florida, need organ transplants. The underlying issue is a lack of organs and organ donors which to facilitate the process of organ donation. Organs and tissues in need consist of the heart, heart valves, liver, pancreas, kidneys, corneas, bone, skin, and blood vessels. It is possible to determine in advance which organs you can provide to others. There are 110,541 patients waiting for organ donations. There were only 14,502 organ donors in 2010. 18 people will die each day waiting on an organ. One organ donor can save up to 8 lives. If you are unsure of how to ensure your organs are donated following death, I will now discuss the process. Talk with your family about your decision. They will be involved in the donation arrangements when you die. If they do not know your wishes of becoming a donor, your wishes may never be carried out. If you like to donate your heart or other organs when you die, be sure to tell members of your family. In some states, you can state your wishes on the back of your driver's license. You may also contact an organ donation organization to ask for more information. Families of donors don't have to pay for removing their loved one's organs. At least 42 states and the District of Columbia have required request laws. That means hospitals must have policies and procedures to tell families about organ donations. All hospitals must have policies and procedures to identify potential donors. Hospitals with Medicare and Medicaid programs must also notify an organ procurement organization, OPO, of potential donors. An OPO is a member of the United Network of Organ Sharing, UNOS. UNOS maintains computerized data of potential recipients and donors. UNOS also has a website, www.unos.org. It has statistics on waiting times and transplant results. Patients can use it to compare hospitals in their area. The family of a possible donor makes the final decision. If they haven't been asked to donate and they'd like to, they should ask the doctor or nurse about that. If the family decides not to donate, the organs will not be removed. Most donors give multiple organs. For example, the heart, liver, kidneys, pancreas, and lungs might be taken from one donor. The hospital staff person in charge of identifying donors will find out if the organs are suitable for transplant. Then this person works with the OPO representative to coordinate the distribution of organs. Organ donation benefits both the donor's family and the recipient's families. If you decide to donate your organs, it may touch the lives of others in the same way that this story has. In 1998, a man named James was declared to be brain dead, and his organs were procured and transplanted into others, consisting of a little 6-year-old boy regained his eyesight, and an ex-fireman has a younger and healthier heart. I've corresponded by email with the 37-year-old man who has one of James's kidneys. I hope someday we can meet with each other, but right now we live too far away to do that. Last year at the annual Giving and Living celebration at the Southwest Transplant Alliance, we met a woman who was 47 and near death when she received James' liver and other kidney. She told me when she was in her coma for over 2 months, she felt like she was on a ship in the middle of an ocean alone. She could hear people talking, but they were far away. How can I adequately describe the feeling when we met? She was like meeting a long-lost relative that I had never met before. It was wonderful and overwhelming. She was a precious lady who has had to battle with a tremendous amount of physical problems and has a young child at home. The problem arises when you are thinking about becoming a donor but never do anything about it. Then no one knows your wishes and your organs will not be donated. The consequences of these are more people waiting for organs, and there will still be an incredible shortage for available organs. You may now see that donating organs can be one of the greatest contributions you can make in your lifetime. We've discussed the need for organ donors and how to ensure you can become, and how those who receive our organs can immensely benefited. You can become a donor by discussing with your family your desire to be a donor, completing it and signing a donor card, and finally by indicating your wishes on your driver's license. Laying on an emergency room stretcher in the final moments of your life, wouldn't you hope that another person had made the choice to donate their organs to save those in your situation? Imagine the way that could completely rewrite the very definition of the word thankfulness. Imagine the impact you could have on others simply by donating organs which no longer serve to keep you alive, but could do so for others. I'll end this with a story of a man which has not yet ended. A woman named Helen states, "My husband is on heart transplant list. If he doesn't get one by his 69th birthday in January 2012, he will be taken off the list. If he is living with the help of a HeartMate 2 heart pump, which is doing all the work, it only helps temporarily. I urge everyone to become an organ donor so that you may help someone else's lives. Please let your family know you are a donor. Just listing it on your driver's license isn't enough." Thank you.